Pull your shoulders back, align your posture, and do it in the way that feels most comfortable to you. You're doing it even if it feels uncomfortable, you still need to align your posture. This indicates that your nerves and veins are tense, pulling on your bones. Alright, do these movements yourself and stretch a bit. Today, in Taiwan's morning, the temperature in the northeast is around 15 to 16 degrees. Teacher Yan Zi is still wearing short sleeves and shorts because it's indoors. This morning feels dry and cold if it's a drier cold. You won't feel the body temperature as cold. If it's a damp cold with rain, it feels especially cold. That's why the teacher mentions this. In other words, the feeling of moisture in the body is like this. If cold, moisture, and wind enter the body, you will feel cold and fear the cold. Some people have cold hands and feet, while others feel cold in their right abdomen, so pay attention to that. You need to know that our body is communicating with us, do you understand? Now, here's another very important thing. You might think the weather is colder now, and we need to be aware of that. You should have a towel ready nearby. The teacher is wearing short sleeves and shorts, and will sweat soon, so they can wipe it off right away. After finishing the wind collection, we laugh, and once we're done laughing, we wipe off immediately. Then, if the temperature is below 20 degrees, don't touch water for 10 minutes. Don't drink water, let the heat in our bodies continue to be released. So some new partners don't understand why they're so thirsty after exercising. Why can't you drink water? Because you've just exercised. After we finish this set, stretching and revitalizing, the blood is surging in our bodies. For temperatures below 20 degrees, wait 10 minutes. You need to let the heat inside, the energy we just generated. Let it be released outside, which means expelling the heat from our bodies. If you drink water at this time, it's a waste. You've worked hard for nothing. Do you understand, teacher? For those with cardiovascular disease or diabetes, their blood sugar can drop too low. They may feel dizzy or excessively thirsty. You can sip it slowly. This is how to understand it. It should be warm, not cold. Use a thermos to hold hot water and drink it warm this way. Or if blood sugar is too low, it can cause dizziness. You can have breakfast first if there are no issues. Try to drink warm water on an empty stomach. This is a bodily mechanism. What the body needs is metabolism. The body needs three simple things: sunlight, air, and water. Don't eat too much food. It's just to maintain our body's nutritional functions and energy. Yeah, modern people eat too much and move too little. Eating too much and moving too little makes us all stiff. So, we need to incorporate this kind of health knowledge. You say, teacher, I do all that. I follow you for morning practice. But you don't watch what you eat. You still eat everything. You eat seafood 3 meals a day. If you don't have gout, who does? Even if you stretch with the teacher, you're still eating big meals, 3 times a day, with rich flavors. You still have gout. You still have high blood pressure. It won't be good, do we understand? We do this set, calm down, and listen to our body's voice. Then let yourself feel hungry. Don't eat too full. Let yourself eat until you're 70% full. Start with 80%. Eat until you're 70% full, and practice for a month to eat until you're 60% full. Then you'll notice your body will feel different, and your detox functions will improve. Do you all understand? When you're full, your body won't detox. It will only detox when you're hungry. So don't eat too full, especially at night, okay? Just 70% full is the most you should eat, okay? Let's say it slowly again. The body needs cooperation in all aspects, including time. It is now 5:50 a.m. Taiwan time. We will start by stretching the calf muscles, beginning with the left leg. Slightly squat down, then push up, pressing your hips forward. Bend. Align your neck and spine, and turn your head side to side, applying pressure to the left calf. Rotate as much as you can, and after 1 minute and 30 seconds, switch legs. Partners, do you understand? When you practice this set, stretching and rejuvenating, you want good results. First, you need to relax your mind and clear your thoughts. Focus inward, and second, you need to change your diet. Eat whole foods, and avoid overly complicated meals. Don't go for strong flavors, and avoid overly rich seafood. If you don't do these things, you won't adjust your mindset or control your diet. If you do this set and the results are slow, you'll have to take responsibility. Switch your left foot, then slightly squat with your right foot as you rise. Push your feet forward towards your hips, bending your neck as you turn your head left and right. Focus the pressure on your right calf, just keep a steady rhythm. You should feel a painful, tight, and sore sensation in your right calf. So in terms of behavior, you can't be impatient, you need to calm your mind and adjust your diet. You can't be impatient in your actions either, you can't eat too heavily. If you can't do these 3 things, if you're practicing this set to improve your health, you'll defeat yourself because your results won't show. The partners understood as well, because many have been practicing along. After 3 or 4 months, some issues still haven't changed, and it's a bit discouraging. This is the wall-hitting phase. Feeling discouraged means you need to self-reflect on what you did wrong. Switch your right foot, slightly squat with your left foot, and after your body rises, push your foot forward. Your mind won't focus, it's still unsettled, and it could be your diet. Are you still doing your own thing, drinking as usual, and eating rich foods? Or is it your behavior, being impatient or a perfectionist? Or is it being a bit reckless? These are the 3 key behaviors. As a result, even if you've practiced this set for half a year, you might feel that the recovery rate isn't what you expected. So, the teacher says, practice this set of exercises with a calm heart, and the more you practice, the more compassionate you'll become. Because you focus on your own body and feel good. Now switch to your left foot, then your right foot, and rise with a slight squat. Alright, push your hips forward, keep your focus light and firm, like measuring. Lengthen your height, and lift your entire spine upward. This movement involves standing, sitting, and stepping evenly. You need to maintain this light and firm focus to align your skeleton. It's less likely to get sick, and if you do, it's easier to recover, so give it a try. The results of your actions show through your posture whether you are sick or healthy. So, this set of skills can be practiced secretly. After practicing for a month, neighbors and friends can see the difference in your complexion. Why can they notice a difference in just a month? Because our skin renews itself every 28 days, let's relax. Okay, get ready to carry the doll. Teacher, now we need to grab the slippers. Look, push your hips back and slowly bend your knees. Or push your hips back, this also stretches your muscles. Do you see this method? There are opportunities everywhere in life. You can stretch and extend anywhere. Alright, let's carry the doll. Action. Spread your legs apart, start shoulder width, and point your toes up. Align your skeleton, straighten your knees, and feel tight like measuring your height. Lift your body up, pull your shoulders back, and shift your weight back first. Push your hips back, keeping your weight centered in the back. Gently grip the ground with your heels and 4 toes, pulling your body down. This isn't bending at the waist, it's about lower back issues like spinal disc problems. If you stretch a bit, after a month, you'll notice your spine realigning. No need for photos, the pressure and soreness in your spine will ease. I've already shared the practice methods. The master shows you the way. If you keep up every morning, you're halfway to being healthy. If not, you're missing out. Practicing early isn't just for the sake of practicing. Many partners practice and take it seriously. He thinks he's serious, but his body doesn't feel it. It takes time to wake up. Just because you practice every day doesn't mean you're serious. When we go to school every day, that's called perfect attendance, not seriousness. If you practice every day, the teacher may not see you as serious. Seriousness is shown through your actions. You can feel it in your body. It's not just about doing something every day. That's not true seriousness. The teacher talks about inner seriousness. Let's do it again. Shift your weight back. Move your center of gravity to the back, feet. Then, slightly grip the ground with your 4 toes and pull your body down. Then feel that your hamstrings are being pulled, and there will be tension in the back of your thighs. The part being pulled is the bladder meridian in the back of your thigh. This is where the moisture in your body is processed if it can't be released. Your body will become damp, cold, and swollen. Do you understand what I mean? Now, slowly rise up. The body is very intricate. If you give it energy, it will reward you. Lying on the couch feels very comfortable. If you don't want to move, it will also respond to you. Last year, tighten your shoulders, lean back, shift your weight back to your rear foot. Keep your 4 toes from lifting. Gently grip the ground and pull your body down. So, the body's response is that you give it energy, so you don't move. Liking to sit in a chair, on the sofa, or lying on a chaise lounge gives different returns. If you stretch in the morning, it will hurt. This is called paying in installments. If you lie on the chaise lounge, that's a one-time payment. Later, it will make you pay in full, so take it slow. At this time in the morning, detox with 3 cups. Recovery function at 100% means you feel refreshed after sitting all day, right? However, beginners feel sore all over for the first month. Everywhere hurts. Now, the time is 5:58. Monkey style slow jogging, with your weight forward and knees slightly bent. Stick your butt out and lean your upper body forward. However, keep your spine straight, fists relaxed, and your body and mind at ease. For 3 to 5 minutes. After warming up, keep your heels on the ground and gently tap your 10 toes. Feel your 10 toes and push down with 1/3 of your body weight through your soles. Since your upper body is leaning forward, your center of gravity is also forward. So your back heel isn't exerting any force. It's just 1/3 of the effort, while your front foot lifts. Using this method, relax your front and take your time. Doing this daily to relieve itchiness is a very beneficial practice. Even if there are cancer cells in your body, it will help break them down. But it takes time, okay? Right? Take it slow. We all have bad cells in our bodies. What are bad cells? As long as you're alive, when you wake up in the morning, bad cells start to multiply. Bad cells are the cells involved in our body's metabolism, aging metabolism. To be honest, our bodies produce 70 billion dead cells every day. There are 60 trillion cells in the body. Every day, 70 billion cells die. This creates a lot of waste. These 70 billion dead cells, should they be replaced? The 70 billion that can't regenerate as they age, die off every day. Piled up inside the body. It becomes a heat syndrome, unable to metabolize, piling up more and more. It blocks the qi and blood, obstructing the blood vessels, leading to tumors. Did you all understand, partners? So, cancerous tumors or your own lipomas, or uterine fibroids or cysts. These are metabolic issues, including high blood pressure and diabetes, all metabolic problems. So what does metabolism rely on? It relies on blood vessels, on having clear blood flow. Only with unobstructed capillaries can you eliminate waste. So, our simple theory of stretching can help you get started. The previous month, of course, my whole body hurts, even my elbows when I pull them back, and my calves, even plantar fasciitis in my feet, everything is acting up. Just endure it, because your tendons are weak. The teacher mentioned it, it's like playing badminton with a child for 30 minutes. If you hold the racket with your right hand, that hand or the left one will hurt for 3 days. It's the same idea, because your muscles aren't used to the badminton motion. If you overexert yourself and suddenly play for 30 minutes, you'll be in pain for 3 days, but it will get better after that. If you start playing and are in pain for 3 days, should you stay still? You should still move, apply heat, then exercise, and rotate your hands. The teacher has taught this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to be healthy. These all involve using your fingers. The tip of the knife can move the entire arm. It means it can even affect the brain. The more it hurts, the more you need to warm it up, not just focus on the pain here. The doctor tells you not to move and not to lift heavy things, so you don't move and don't lift. The teacher tells you that in a month, your arm will be ruined. It will have no strength left, and your brain will atrophy. Do you understand? The doctor is right to tell you not to move. They are afraid you will overexert yourself, but you need to apply heat yourself. You need to find ways to get it moving. Gradually, the more it hurts, the more you should stretch it. Gradually, not overdoing it to avoid reopening the wound. So, often in this expression and this awareness, the understanding of communication has issues, which leads to many people feeling wronged. What the doctor said is that with a slipped disc, you shouldn't bend over. That's true, you shouldn't bend, but come on. After straightening the spine, bending down isn't bending over, it's actually saving you. Slipped disc. If you carry it, if the tendons next to the disc are strong, it won't slip. Do you all understand? So, sarcopenia and muscle weakness have been discussed for the past few years. This term didn't exist before, it was early, about 10 years ago. 20 years ago, there were no terms like muscle weakness or sarcopenia. These are now medical discoveries. Many chronic diseases have already emerged that cannot be cured or treated effectively. Only later did these terms come about. Do you all understand? Medicine is always advancing, it changes every day. But it can't keep up with our traditions. What are the things our bodies instinctively need? Because what the body needs is quite simple, you just need to align the skeleton. Tendons, when trained properly, will lead to muscle growth. When you start doing this movement, whether it's a month or a week, you might feel, "Teacher, I can't even last 3 minutes like this. My calves are really sore, and my thighs are sore too. My feet are sore, and my lower back is sore too." We need to build muscle and strengthen our tendons here. First, you need to feel the burn, like when you hold a dumbbell for 3 minutes. Your arms, especially the forearms, will feel sore, and then they'll get warm. After 3 minutes, besides the soreness, you'll notice your arms are warm, which is a sign of energy. So, beginners watching YouTube see the instructor doing simple movements. These moves seem so easy, but you might not last 3 minutes and find it boring. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, what does it matter? You don't understand its purpose. These 3 minutes, 5 minutes, are like our teammates who have practiced with the teacher for 5 months. Maybe you don't feel much, but you will just feel the heat. The tendons will feel tension, but there won't be soreness, then pain, and then heat. That pain isn't the kind from an injury, it's a feeling of soreness, a dull ache. Then, the tendons will feel hot, the thigh tendons hot, the calf tendons hot. At this point, it's when fat starts to turn into muscle. It's the time to build muscle, the time to strengthen tendons. Partners, do you understand? You all go through this process. You say, teacher, that the body needs to be warm. So if I soak in hot water, isn't that the same? If I soak in hot water, the benefits are the same. Why should I work so hard and do this every morning? That's right, if you soak in hot water, your body will still be warm and healthy. People who enjoy soaking can have great skin, right? You don't have to go to a hot spring. Soaking at home is just as good for your skin. Because when your body is warm, your metabolism is good, right? A warm body means good metabolism. Skin renews every 28 days, and those who enjoy soaking will notice a difference. However, that heat you feel is external, it's just heating you up, your muscles are still weak. You soak your skin in hot water, soaking every day, once in the morning and once at night. Sure, your skin can look beautiful, but your body remains the same. You may experience spinal issues, misalignment, and aches all over your body. Do you all understand? So, the lazy method of soaking can help your body, but not for long. You will still have aches all over your body, and chronic illnesses will persist. However, the method our teacher is currently teaching, stretching and revitalizing. It heats you from the inside out, even training your tendons to be strong. Tendons turn fat into muscle. Your weight hasn't changed since you were young, but your tendon strength. With enough tension, your skeleton aligns properly, and your nerves won't be out of balance or compressed. Your digestive system is smooth, your organs function well, your heart and lungs are normal, and your mind is sharp. Your hands and feet, being peripheral nerves, are agile and not numb. You won't get sick, even at 70 or 80, whether you train or not. This rejuvenation, stretching, this action of rejuvenation, you feel different when you step outside, so practice with the teacher for over 3 months. The companions of Daytime Footprints have already practiced for 5 months. We're about to hit 6 months. On December 10th, we will have been training together for 6 months. Think about it, it's winter now, and the weather is getting colder. This winter is colder for you. How did the previous winters feel? There's this routine you can do at home. Get up after half an hour or an hour, and shift your weight forward. Walk like a monkey, or do a super slow jog like a monkey, while carrying a baby. Stretch your calf muscles. Get up after half an hour or an hour and do it once. People with open veins feel comfortable and walk lightly. It's just that much of a difference. Be aware, think about it, and see if it's right. Even if you're 70 today and have many chronic illnesses, those chronic illnesses. You've been practicing with the teacher for 5 or 6 months, and you're getting worse. Are you still feeling relaxed and cheerful, or are you feeling down? With your shoulder injury, pull your elbow back when the adrenaline kicks in. It helps you hit the right spot, and your heart opens up. You've been practicing for 5 months, and you don't even realize how great you are. You're so good to your body, right? Push your hips back. Is this movement okay? So, teacher, I'm wearing short sleeves and shorts today. Even though the temperature in central Taiwan it's only 15 to 16 degrees in the morning, but that's okay. After we sweat a bit, let's get a towel and smile. After the wind, quickly wipe off and clean the sweat from your hands and feet. First, wipe it clean, then wait 10 minutes. If it's below 20 degrees, avoid water for 10 minutes. If it's above 20 degrees, avoid water for 15 minutes to let our overall heat continue to dissipate. So, there is a principle behind this. You ask, teacher, does it have to be 10 minutes? I'm in Southeast Asia. I'm in Malaysia. It's hotter here. Do I really need to wait 15 minutes? Be good. Listen, don't ask so many questions. Keep up with the group practice. You won't regret it. And it won't cost you anything, right? Plus, it just helps you keep your body straight. It's not just about using hot water, taking hot baths, or soaking in hot springs. The effects are not sufficient in stages. Our approach is comprehensive. It not only helps you detox through heat, It also helps build muscle and opens your heart. Right? It also allows you to. When your hair changes from white to black, it means your yang energy is sufficient. When your kidney's yang energy is enough, your hair turns black. In our group, there are many, including senior sisters and senior brothers. They all say that not only does the hair turn black, but the eyebrows do too. So, we need to be aware and notice the changes in our bodies, right? Many partners, teachers, I practice regularly. I am very diligent every day and have not fallen behind. That's not called diligence. Practicing every day isn't the same as being serious. Let's tweak this explanation a bit. Practicing every day is essential. Being serious means calming your mind and being able to reflect on your body's cells. You have issues with your stomach, your liver, and your pancreas. Focus your thoughts on that surge of energy, especially when we run. For example, if my liver is not healthy, or if I have liver cancer, or if my pancreas is not well, or if I have pancreatic cancer. Don't worry about getting hot when you feel warm. Focus your thoughts on your pancreas. Concentrate your thoughts on the pancreas, focus on the liver, and direct your thoughts to the lungs. Wherever your problem is, focus your thoughts there. During the 30 minutes of running, the teacher said to turn your head left and right. You just need to turn a few times, and then it's done. For the remaining time, spend 20 minutes on the injured organ. You focus on the idea of liver cancer for the last 20 minutes, and the first 10 minutes for warming up and handshakes. After doing the head turns left and right, spend the last 20 minutes focusing entirely on liver cancer. You channel the energy after the liver is warmed and energized, using your thoughts. Direct this heat and energy to the liver, allowing it to heal every day. Do you understand this abroad? Like having visual floaters, there was a partner last month. A senior sister said she was hit by a floater while riding her bike. Her eyes, the eyeball was completely affected. It's stuck. No matter how I handle it, I can't find anything. I looked in her eyes, and there's nothing stuck, but she feels it's stuck. After the adrenaline rush, focus your thoughts on your eyes. She kept crying. Her eyes just kept shedding tears. That eye got hit by a flying object. Just wait until it's done. Once the tears are gone, it's fine. The eye isn't stuck anymore. Do you understand abroad, teacher? Our passion has such great benefits. To be honest, the body's bad cells are expelled through the blood, which carries oxygen. The blood contains white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets. Platelets are for clotting, white blood cells fight bacteria, and red blood cells carry nutrients. Red blood cells bring us fresh oxygen, which is delivered to our injured organs. Oxygen can dissolve our bad cells, do you understand? That's why it's called burning fat. Have you heard of it? Burning relies on oxygen. If a fire uses up all the oxygen, it goes out. Without oxygen, fire cannot burn. So, burning fat requires that energetic oxygen. Our blood has heat. The heat from the flowing blood reaches the injured tissue and slowly helps dissolve it. After dissolving, oxygen turns into carbon dioxide, and the dissolved damaged cells become carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide then follow. Our red blood cells come to our lungs and are exhaled from our mouth and nose. So, exhaling is very important. Deep exhalation and slow inhalation are crucial. If you don't take in enough air, you might think exhaling and inhaling don't matter. Then you're wasting precious time, this time for detoxification. So, when your right foot touches the ground, if you follow the teacher and say, right foot down, exhale, tighten your anus and lower abdomen. If you feel dizzy, slow down. Don't breathe, adjust immediately, breathe naturally, keep your pace steady, find your rhythm, and do it again. Use your mouth to take small exhales and inhales, engaging your lower abdomen and pelvic floor. This is a very special detoxifying movement. The teacher intentionally makes sounds. In fact, this mouth breathing is just for you to hear. There is no sound, you can only hear it yourself. It feels like a stick is constantly inflating. It's quite incredible. Some practice comes alive halfway up. Don't rush. If you can't do it yet, your body will warm up. Naturally, you'll know to practice this breathing method. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Small exhales. Small inhales. As you exhale, engage your lower abdomen, tighten your pelvic floor, and widen your eyes. Do all three actions simultaneously within a second. At first, it might be difficult. Don't rush, okay? So when oxygen enters, it can dissolve our lipomas, including cancer tumors. Many partners train seriously, but they won't. So after training for a month or two, his index will still improve. But don't worry, at least you have energy. Give yourself some time. Do the partners understand? We who already have cancer cells in our bodies, just because a normal person hasn't had cancer cells doesn't mean they don't have bad cells. We metabolize 70 billion bad cells every day. Dead cells, and these dead cells contain free radicals. Have you heard of free radicals? What is a free radical? Just hearing the term makes it clear. Free genetic cells. Just listen to the term free radical, and it refers to free genetic cells. What does freedom mean? It is controlled by our body. It is waste and runs rampant throughout. If you can't metabolize it, it accumulates in the body. If it's lighter, it's called. It's not malignant, it's benign. But if it's heavier, it becomes malignant. Do you all understand, partners? So whether it's high blood pressure, diabetes, or tumors, they are all metabolic issues, and this metabolism relies on vitality. Can you soak in hot springs? Yes, as the teacher just mentioned, you're not soaking in a hot spring at home. Soaking in hot water every morning and evening is great. It improves metabolism. However, your muscles are still weak, and you still have a slipped disc. This routine warms you from the inside out, strengthening your tendons. It helps realign your muscles and skeleton in all aspects. After half an hour or an hour, get up, stretch your calves, and maintain your circulation without rushing. So, you need to awaken to these things, to be aware and to feel. It's very important because the weather has changed. The teacher has throat issues, so it's easier for them to have phlegm. Sorry about that. The teacher still needs to kiss, otherwise, they can't speak, and their whole body feels stuck. So when you talk for a long time, like when you're a teacher, this happens, and your throat tends to be more strained. The best solution is to retire. Just stop talking. But the teacher is currently leading the group practice, so it seems retirement isn't an option. If the teacher says they want to retire and stop group practice, what do you think will happen if you practice on your own? The teacher won't hold group sessions, just video practice, letting everyone practice by themselves. When practicing by watching videos, it goes quickly, and everyone drops off, right? Why is that? It's about focusing your mind, which is why the teacher speaks and why you listen. The teacher finds it easy to practice with the group. 30 minutes just flies by. Practicing alone for 30 minutes feels like a long time. It's about training your focus. Then the teacher kept talking about life philosophy and the secrets of the inner space of the body during the group practice. As you listen, your heart opens up, and as you keep listening, your illness gets better. It turns out that illness can arise from many different causes. Once you find the cause, it gets better, right? After understanding the cause, you can gradually adjust your energy and mindset, and it will improve. So, illness comes from within, and in the moment we are active. Not only does the blood flow surge, but it can also open up blocked areas in the blood vessels. No need for stents, right? Besides restoring the blood vessels' flow. You also need to adjust your mindset and keep it balanced. Diet naturally becomes simple and light, and behavior becomes brighter and less impatient. Perfectionists become more elegant, otherwise, if you're impatient. Get sick early, perfectionists age quickly. This is called countless karmic obstacles, and these obstacles are self-inflicted, you know? You do so well, why do it for someone unworthy? The better you help him, the more you should expect this. If you miss doing it once in a day, just one day or one time, you deserve it, so be wise, got it everyone? We practice moving meditation from stillness because our bodies are in motion. This is a form of Zen. What is Zen? Zen is your true self. To put it simply, what can be expressed simply is called Zen, so the word Zen is very meaningful. Isn't the left side a representation of 4 parts, and the right side a simple single? Anything that can be expressed simply is called Zen, Zen, practice, and purity. This has nothing to do with religion, so the teacher keeps emphasizing that we stretch. And dental care, this is just a necessary procedure for health. It has nothing to do with religion, we don't talk about religion or politics. However, the teacher talks about morality. The teacher talks about rules, do you understand what I mean? Just follow along, just obediently follow along. Whatever you learned or heard in the past, forget it and empty your mind. Feel the surge of passion, your body is talking to you. You have stomach cancer, and you have a partner with pancreatic cancer. The surge of passion has lasted over 20 minutes now, focus your thoughts there. The blood will go there, the passion will break down the bad tissue into carbon dioxide. Just keep doing this, give it a try, and your mind must calm down. You can't say, "Teacher, I haven't exercised in the past 60 years. I want to use this method now, without medication or doctors, to restore my cancer cells to health." It's impossible. This kind of thinking is just negative energy. How much time of passion will you need to let it recover? Instead of me starting to get all fired up now, let it recover. It's not about how much time you can spend, but how much depth you can bring. Calm your heart and listen to its voice. The way you got hurt today didn't happen in just one day. Right? Those who get pancreatic cancer usually have long-term digestive issues. Your lower back might ache, or your neck might feel sore. Do you all understand? Or do you have Helicobacter pylori? Your body's metabolism is poor. This is a signal of that. It can't transmit through our cervical and thoracic vertebrae to our pancreas. Shoulders. Pull your elbows back to stretch the shoulder blades. This area shouldn't hurt. If there's no back pain or neck pain, then you're fine, and you won't have arrhythmia. Many modern people have arrhythmia. The chest area is tight, starting from the back of the neck. After 5 or 10 years of soreness, no matter what you do or what medicine you take, it doesn't help. Only when the spine is aligned and you turn your head can the blood flow properly. Open up the area around the cervical spine and the back. That will help. Now, issues with the kidneys, bladder, and uterus in the abdomen will also be resolved. Next is the issue with the lower back. Avoid soreness by pushing your hips back and using your legs. The monkey-style bounce. This move requires a strong push, but you need to apply just a little force. Do you feel comfortable, or are you still sweating? Great. Are we slowly starting to understand? So, the teacher said, the teacher has retired and is no longer speaking. Now everyone practices on their own, watching the teacher's videos, but it quickly falls apart. Soon, while practicing, you just run out of breath. In this organization, you'll notice there's no one to guide you. That feeling. It's as if practicing alone leads to nothing, and you can't practice for long. So the teacher said, it's a bit harder for the teacher. They made a vow and must be willing, right? The teacher will stay until they grow old, okay? Everyone, don't fall behind. Let's live and play together, got it? If you fall behind, then it's goodbye, right? If the teacher falls behind every day, then it's goodbye to the teacher. Everything is complete, Everyone has a chance, don't overthink it. You should be like the top 10, living forever, having taken many elixirs, but they ended up with heavy metal poisoning and passed away at 48. Each of us is luckier than those in the top 10. Right? We've all outlived those in the top 10, haven't we? You don't need to take medicine or elixirs. Just be passionate and understand what your body needs. Sunlight, air, water, sunlight. It's not just about sunbathing, it's about sunlight. At this time in the morning, even if you're inside facing east. This is what we call sunlight, you know. It warms up the body. So, there have been many misunderstandings about health in the past. It got complicated, but that's okay, we can simplify it again. So, what can be simply expressed is called Zen living, Zen mind, Zen practice. Correcting oneself has nothing to do with religion. This is a basic human value. People are idealistic. Your mood, what you think in your heart, is what you will become. If you think you're sick, then you will be sick. Even if you have cancer right now, think of it as my passionate courage. With your eyes closed, feel your body like a human form, you know? The head is big, and then it gets smaller towards the bottom. It has hands and feet, densely packed like a web, that human form. Imagine when you run, focus your thoughts on the back of your head, then visualize your whole body as a human form. Shining like gold, every part of the body, the nerve endings are all smooth. This is all the resonance achieved through thought. Give it a try, teacher, didn't you say that yesterday? When you exhale after finishing, focus your thoughts below the navel. Girls have 4 fingers, boys have 3 fingers, and the color is like sunlight. The teacher talked about the 7 chakras and their connection to community health online. Even if you went to see it, you would know that the 7 chakras run from the crown to the root, right? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, all the way to the top, 7 in total. These colors are the colors of the rainbow, and they exist within our bodies. The chakra at our navel is the color of the sun. Golden yellow is in the exhale, especially when we finish. You must think of the golden yellow energy at the navel, correcting all the bad cells in the body. Yin and yang in harmony. I hope you understand. Okay, let's stop here. Alright, let's take a break. It feels good, just like before. Sweating really feels nice. Does the Apple device need an airplane? Mindset and attitude are very important. Practice every day without falling behind. That's not called being serious. Being truly serious means connecting with your cells, feeling that you can communicate with them, feeling the heat, soreness, numbness, and pain in your cells. Alright, here we go again. This is what being serious is all about. You're just mindlessly practicing every day without focus. You can't concentrate your thoughts, and that's okay. At least you're taking responsibility for yourself. It's just that your body will recover more slowly. Understand the meaning, so practice with the teacher. It's time to gradually cultivate the mind. We need to gather our energy back, okay? Don't lash out in anger. Try to pull it back. It's time to wrap up. Feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed up. Good adjustment, breath is steady. Now, interlock your fingers, we'll sweat again. Shift your weight forward, lift your body up, and slightly raise your heels. In this atmosphere, expand your lower abdomen, take a deep breath. Hold for 3 seconds, then exhale for 6 seconds through your mouth, slowly stick out your tongue. Push up while drawing in your abdomen and lifting your lower belly. Focus your mind on the lower belly, it's the color of a golden sun. The body immediately warms up. The lower abdomen, which was cold, becomes warm. Now, shift your weight forward, inhale deeply, lower your layers, and raise your lower abdomen. Good. Now slightly lift your heels, keep your weight forward. Gently grip the ground with your 10 toes, stretch your arms straight, hold your breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale. Focus your mind on your lower abdomen. Imagine the sunlight, that sunrise, bright golden rays, warm and radiant. like the scent of a comforter that has been sun-dried in winter. If your focus is strong enough, you can almost smell that scent. It's like the smell of a comforter that has been sun-dried in winter. It's very comfortable. Our cells have memory. For the second method, exhale completely, then hold your breath and inhale. At most, inhale until full, and lift your body. Your belly expands. Good. After inhaling fully, exhale directly, then hold your breath. The same intention, no need to focus on the dantian, it's shining golden. Then feel the warm yellow sunlight in our lower abdomen. Alright, exhale completely, hold your breath for 1 to 3 seconds, and keep the jar lifted. Okay, stop, let's do it again. Exhale, then lift the jar, hold your breath, and inhale. Alright, body, rise. Being 5 parts full is enough, at most 7 parts full. Okay, now, exhale directly, pull in your abdomen, exhale while lifting the jar, keep lifting the jar without letting it down. Focus your mind on the yellow area of your lower abdomen, now, lift the jar. After exhaling, hold your breath for 1 to 3 seconds, good, relax. The quieter you are, the faster your cells recover, you know? It's okay if your mind is wandering, at least you are doing the movements. Because most people can't keep their minds focused, they drift around. This means you've taken too many medications, your body is too weak, it's okay. Take time to give your body time, it will take at least a month. Or 3 months, or even a year, you'll feel it eventually, come on. The second type of small circulation focuses forward, continuously lift the jar and inhale, lift the jar and inhale. Alright, the belly expands, the body rises, and the mind observes the subtle flow. The spine radiates heat to the crown, guiding the restorative energy to the dantian in a 360-degree circle, returning to the dantian. Just now, starting from the contracted abdomen, lift the vessel. Alright, now, open your mouth. Exhale, vessel, the doors hanging weight, contract the abdomen, and keep the mind focused on the dantian. Golden yellow. With this intention and this color, it's easy to expel the body's coldness and impurities. Alright, okay, let's do it again. Shift your weight forward and inhale. The more relaxed the body, the calmer the mind, the more you can feel this reverse flow of energy and intention. From the microcosmic view of fire, from the spine to the crown, this is the energy flowing upward. Then, let the tongue touch the roof of the mouth to disperse heat, transferring this energy from the yang channel to the yin channel, down to the dantian. Alright, let it out, at the door of the jar, pull in your abdomen. Don't underestimate this finishing move, it's very important. You just started and finished. If you leave now, it's a shame for your partner, you've lost half of it, but the power is good, okay. Finishing means gathering the energy we just generated into our dantian. A brilliant golden yellow that warms the body. So some partners feel this finishing is too simple and skip it. Just finishing and sweating isn't enough, you've wasted an opportunity. It reduces the chance of health recovery by 50%. Don't underestimate every movement, okay? Focus, stay close, and don't rush. Let's practice laughter. Take a deep breath and laugh. Breathe in as your belly expands, then pull it back in and laugh. Three, 8, 1. Move your eyes a bit. Laugh 3 times, using your mouth to inhale. Laugh until your stomach hurts. It's okay to laugh so hard that you burst a vein, just keep inhaling and laughing. Alright, let's do a nose laugh again. Breathe in through your nose. Take a deep breath, let your belly expand, then pull it back in. Kiss, wishing everyone a wonderful day. Be good, listen carefully, and complete the set. The experience of listening repeatedly will be different. I wish everyone a wonderful day. Love you all.